Feed number 7, Rayman Legends, Infiltration Station, 40 seconds. It has to be sub 40 to count. So Rayman Legends is a game that I like quite a bit, and its definitive edition is probably a really good point to pick up the game with, because there's a bunch of stuff here. It basically incorporates all the good stuff from pretty much a majority of the versions, so I recommend picking it up if you are interested in this game, because the platforming is sick, and there's a lot of good motion that you can do with it. And much other stuff too. But this is so precise, just to get sub 40 for this. So 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, jeez, I'm excited for this, especially with the loading screen. Yahoo! So yes, with these stages, you need to beat 60 seconds, 50 seconds, and 40 seconds to get the teensies for each of the stages. And for this one specifically, you have 4 rooms, so if you beat each room in less than 10 seconds each, then you have done really well and will probably succeed. And also you don't get any health. So 1 hit and you're done. And what also doesn't help is that this is a Dark Rayman stage, so you can't track your same places. What I mean to say is you can't trace your steps back. Otherwise you will take damage from the Dark Rayman. Although in this case I'm playing as one of the Vikings, which I forget the name of the main thing, and I'm already done with. This is not going to succeed. So might as well get rid of that. At least it throws you straight back in with how fast the countdown is. 3, 2, 1, go. See, that's a decent one. 9 with 11 milliseconds. Very decent, you can tell. Oh god. This probably won't be. Well, it depends. Oh god, I didn't think I had that. I feel like I've done this enough because I've had to. And I feel like I have an ideal way to go through it. Oh god. But I don't really know for sure. No, you need to know where you need to be in order to do it. Hey guys, remember that one thing? You remember that Super Meat Boy thing where it was from the first Gauntlet where it just kind of went? It hasn't even been 3 minutes. We'll do it again. If I can prove myself 3 times, I'll give myself the point. Alright? They get rules on the fly, which doesn't help in that point. Oh my god. So, yeah, I was expecting to maybe go a little longer on this because it's pretty precise, but apparently I've done this too much and know exactly what positions to take. Even if it still does get me from time to time, it's really annoying. I could have probably done one of the daily challenges and gotten decently far or something, because the daily challenges were fun. No, this isn't gonna be one of them. We're already at 10. See, I'm just doing this to indulge myself at this point. I probably already won it. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep going just to find out the time a little. It's alright. 19:59. No, this isn't no. Or maybe it is. Okay. 3 times. Obviously 9 in a row, because that's the real disappointment. Oh shit. There's 2. 1 more and I'll actually end the thing, because I don't want it to be this short of a video. Which is funny considering the other one was like 5 minutes. Because I didn't expect it to be beaten that quickly. So actually getting this done in a very short amount of time is funny, to say the least. This honestly is a really, really precise thing that you need to do in order to actually get 40 seconds on this. I spent so much time trying to get this one specific challenge done in 40 seconds in the past. And it still is probably one of the more tough ones. However, apparently I'm too veteran at this. God, look at that. You need to make sure you know what you're doing as well. Otherwise you'll end up dying quicker. Whoa, death. Go, Barbara. That's the name. Barbara. That wasn't a good idea. Now was it? So now, if you couldn't already tell from what you're supposed to do, you need to plan out a route in order to go in a right direction. And then you have to make sure you don't even trace back over your steps too much. Because if you trace over your steps, you're wasting time. And you're risking being hit in the face drastically. Well, how? Okay, that's a new one. I didn't realize you could do something like that. But apparently you can't. To the left. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Not at all. Or will it? I don't know anymore. Yeah, that's not even a 40. See, you need to be on your toes, on the tip of your toes, in order to actually get that 40. And playing the game for the first time, you may be able to understand why I put this high up into the challenge. But apparently, I've gotten too good at it. You just went, and there was no way for me to come back from that. So I will say something while I have such little time here, apparently, is that I actually did plan a long time ago to do like an LP of Rayman Legends. And I had a gimmick set out for it and everything, which was really dumb in that very first episode because apparently I wasn't too crafty with what I was supposed to do, because the gimmick that I had was I would suddenly have a bunch of Gunner jokes everywhere. Like there'd be one point where I'm sat still or something and I just smack my mace or whatever punch, just make it the 4 notes, there's no relation in the same tempo. It was dumb. Didn't really capitalize on that at all. Didn't want to do that. I should have gone underneath, but I didn't. But I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to ever do an LP of Legends, because Legends, I do like this game a lot, but I'm not sure if I will do it in the future or at all. Like, maybe, but I'm not too sure. Even if I do this version, I will not show the Murphy's Touch levels on screen, because it's basically the same levels you've already seen, except you have to use the switch in docked mode in order to actually be Murphy for those moments. So it's like the Wii U version being made into the Switch version. So it kind of helps, you can kind of do that, but for the majority of the game, you have your other console other console controls with Murphy, where you press the A button in order to have things happen from Murphy. It's kind of helpful, and also it helps a lot with like one of the daily challenges where you have to zoom through the Murphy dungeons. It's super fun, and I like the movement so much. Because if that's something I've probably mentioned a couple of times in the past, but in case you didn't know, the things that I do like in games is a sense of flow and mobility. Because if I'm able to zoom real fast around a place and be able to get to place really quickly, then it's very satisfying to do. That's why when I played Overwatch, I liked being Junkrat after a little while. Like, from what I remember, last I played Overwatch, the people that I played were, I think it was just a combination of McCree, Roadhog, and Junkrat. Junkrat mostly, because he's got basically Demo Man sticky jumping in a way that won't damage him, and it's really fun just to zoom across the map using Roadhog's little mines, and also good to plank his primary fire all around the walls in order to take or get the damage dealt, as well as, you know, setting up traps with the sticky mines. That was entertaining. It's been so long since I've touched Overwatch, so I don't know what's changed since then. And of course there's Overwatch 2, which I didn't even realize was a real thing. I thought it was a joke when I first heard about it. So that'll happen at some point in the far future. Don't know if I'll even get it. Maybe my PC won't handle that. My PC definitely handles some games well. I've mentioned it in the past before, but most of the things that I use is just on my laptop. And my laptop has an i7 core, it's able to run some things fine, but not everything runs incredibly well with it. I'd love to get to know, like, Resident Evil 7, there was another one that I thought of, I can't remember exactly, but it would be nice to play those games in how they're intended, with nice graphical fidelity. I think that's how you're supposed to do that room. Legitimately the first time I've done that. So yeah. PCs, right? No way. Okay, that was a good point to stop. Apparently I had nothing left to say. So, with 12 minutes being taken up on this one challenge, impressive. 20,000 lumps, obviously. I shall end the challenge there. So, in the next Gauntlet video feed, something that'll probably take a lot longer than this did, it's going to be Exit the Gungeon, beating the game. So, see you then. And this was not as long as I was expecting it to be. How strange.